A new report has found that Cambodia's economic future is being jeopardized by corruption. A report by the Global Witness organization claims that millions of dollars paid by oil and mining companies are missing from national accounts. Mining giant BHP Billiton has confirmed it's paid $1 million to the Cambodian government, but Global Witness says the funds have not been declared in 2006 or 2007 government revenue reports. It also alleges $7.5 million has been paid to the Cambodian National Petroleum Authority by Indonesian firm PT Medco Energy Internasional. But that money doesn't appear to have reached the national treasury either. The Cambodian government could not be contacted for comment, but has previously denied similar allegations. Gavin Hayden is the campaign's director for Global Witness, and he joins us now live from Bangkok with more on this report. Gavin, just to explain a little bit more about Global Witness, I mean, you are a research organization that has sought to break the links between exploitation of natural resources and corruption and conflict. Can you tell us how you came about the evidence to make these allegations?
Yes, our speciality is doing detailed on-the-ground investigations and then actually trying to track the money to find out where it's gone and what's happened in relation to those investigations. And we've, for example, nominated the Nobel Peace Prize for 2002 for our work addressing conflict diamonds in Africa.
So can you tell us about the evidence in this particular case?
Sure. What we looked at was effectively how Cambodia's oil and mining industries, which should be generating a huge amount of money for the country and are just starting to really take off, have developed with almost no governance and transparency framework in place to actually make sure that money gets through to the national budget. And we've visited various different locations in Cambodia. We've spoken to lots of people, sometimes inside the very companies that are operating in the country. And the universal report is there's a real fundamental problem here. Now, previously, we've investigated illegal logging in Cambodia for about 15 years, right. And our previous report showed how the military and political elite were effectively benefiting directly from illegal logging. Our new report shows exactly the same people now appear to have taken over the oil and mining industries, and that's not good for the country's future.
So can you name names about where this money has gone?
Well, that's what we're not entirely sure about, exactly where the money's gone. All we know is it's gone missing at this stage, and frankly, that's deeply concerning enough. So we wrote to every company operating in Cambodia that we knew of. Again, there's no public information about this. Only 3 of those companies, of about 50 we wrote back to us, telling us about some basic information about their operations. And on the basis of that, we discovered that there already seems to be discrepancies between what companies said they've paid for concessions and what the government says it's received of, some millions of dollars. So if you scale it up across the country, you're talking about at least the low tens and possibly, $100 or more million that doesn't appear to be accounted for in Cambodia's national budget. And that's gravely concerning. To put it into context, Cambodia has amongst the worst human development indicators in the region and desperately needs this money for development.
Gavin Hayden, just finally, there are people in Cambodia who can imagine would take issue with the actual title of your report, Country for Sale. Is it really that extreme in Cambodia?
To give you an example, our previous report, which was detailing the illegal logging links to the elite around President Hun Sen and others, got banned, and we had direct threats made to us by senior Cambodian government officials and everything else. So I think we would safely say that this really is a country where there's a massive, ingrained, high political corruption problem. And the key challenge is to get the donors who provide half of the aid budget to Cambodia, so half of Cambodia's budget through aid, to actually address this and take this seriously. We aren't in a disaster yet, but we're on the brink of one. And now concerted action by the international donors and others could hopefully steer the Cambodian government round to do the best for its people and actually put the money towards development.
Thank you very much indeed. Gavin Hayden of Global Witness, live from Bangkok. Russian media's